Okay, so these are the tops of the boxes, the back boxes above each of the two passengers, one left and one right. And what I'm going to do is make them as part of the roof thing that's gone on the top. So in another video, I just did the CAD walkthrough of creating a rigid structure that goes across here from there to there, and then there's another rigid one that goes, it's a wedge shape that comes from there to there, that goes out left and right to cover the whole of the windscreen line, but it will be attached to this. So the whole of this roof portion, this will be attached to this and this, not attached on there, and that'd be a whole its own section on its own. But what I've done here is I've epoxied some under supports that run parallel to these, and some triple bracing 1, 2, 3, and on the left hand side as well to connect that to that, that to that, and that to that, as well as another brace across there, another one across there. So basically this comes off as its own assembly. But one particular reason why I wanted to point this out is specifically that I actually used the masking tape. Let me find a good point. Yes, can you see that's flat? The reason it's flat is because I actually used the masking tape as a former, as a mold former for the epoxy araldite resin, and that's another good one there. Alright, so I had a piece of tape going all the way around there, and you can see that's flat surface, because in a couple of things is actually the resin dripped out. You can see it dripped here, but it's fortunately solidified in time. In the other one it didn't, and it actually just dripped all the way out. It was very annoying, kind of waste of quite expensive araldite glue. But yes, using the tape, you can see that I can just about make it out. If I take it a bit further away, you can see the surface there is smooth, and that's because there was a piece of tape on it. So it does double duty of one, of actually holding the pipes temporarily together, and two, holding the bracing portion in place, and three, acting as a mold former. One very important thing, it's really quite tricky to do this, was to make sure that's on there, is to make sure that these are on their pads whilst the resin is drying. And I deliberately got some fast drying resin, a fast drying araldite for that. It's a 5-minute working time, it's called, and it's 2 hours to be complete, go solid, to 80% solid, something like that. But despite having this on here, you also must, it's crucial to remember to strap these down by taping from there to there, etc., and all the way round, and make sure that these things are properly on their pads, because otherwise it will set and harden with, like, you know, a 2 to 3 millimeter gap here, which will result in twist, and it all goes to hell in a handbasket very quickly from there. Garden seat cushions, again, keep me and other people, while this is actually in the kitchen, got one on the floor as well. The idea is you hit the cushion before you end up hitting the actual frame and tripping over it, which I have done twice now, and things. So yeah. Alright, over here, 3D printing these middle roof line points and these ones here, after having modified them by putting a brace across here, a brace from the underside one there, number 7, roof 17 node, across to roof 12, and likewise from 18 to 7, and that those two make this tetrahedra, as explained in the other video, this tetrahedra here, this braced up wedge, and this tetrahedra here into a solid rigid brace that supports the top of the windscreen line. And this, I've also put in a couple of braces across the airbox. Where was it? From yes, from there to there and there to there, and that portion, this portion here, which is braced on the airbox, becomes solid. And so that's solid, that's solid, that's solid, that's rigid, that's rigid, that's rigid, and this is rigid, which is what we need to make sure that the thing. And then this will be canvas pockets with just the pipes inserted into them, and will flop up and to have like the 1930s style not perspex but see-through screen coming down from the door, and later on I can replace that with gold wing doors. Cool. All right, thank you very much.